Let's talk about where we are, by the way. Both of these matches, Madison Square Garden, where the injury happened and where you gutted it out, same day, New York and Boston, March 18th, 1989. Less than 2 weeks later, it's time for WrestleMania, your very first WrestleMania. They're going to be taking on Strikeforce, Tito Santana and Rick Martel. We've talked about this a little bit before, but they're going to use this to almost be a storyline for Tito and Rick to break up. They go 9 minutes and 17 seconds. You got to be excited to be at your first WrestleMania, Trump Plaza. This is big time stuff, but you're here hurt. That's less than ideal, right?
Well, believe it or not, it was a blessing because being the fact that we did the switch and the angle during the match, which came out of our match time and all that, I actually had to do a lot less that kind of went unnoticed because we shot the angle. It was a blessing in disguise. God, I'd hate to be out there on my first WrestleMania and not be able to do anything. So in a weird way, being dinged up and shooting that angle during that match and only having 9 minutes, it actually worked out. I don't think it was noticeable that I was injured to the degree I was. Hope it wasn't.
No, I mean, Meltzer liked it. He gave it 2.5 stars and says everything was executed well, but the match was nothing compared to the expectations many had. But it was because of the angle. It wasn't because of the match or the work. You know, it was just storyline, not shitting and getting.
That's fair.
Talk about the Royal Rumble, 1989. It's your second pay-per-view event. Of course, your first one was Survivor Series. 19,000 folks here on January 15th. You come in about 28 minutes in. You last for about 10 minutes that night. It takes a couple of big guys to eliminate you. Well, I guess one giant one named Hulk Hogan. I think it's both of you with a double clothesline. Those big guys are known as the 24-inch pythons. What can you tell us about your first and only Royal Rumble?
Well, the goal was, you know who the man was at that time?
You got to put over Hogan. Hogan must pose.
It was our idea to do the double clothesline because I can assure you, in those days, people were concerned, talent, getting themselves over. There wasn't a big thought process of what can I do for the other guy because it was so competitive. It's such a cutthroat business at that time. And guys were just, and I get it, guys were trying to get themselves over. I'll just say it. We were already over.
Right.
And we could do something like this with Hogan because it made him who he was, bigger than life. And I assure you, you weren't going to see that the rest of the night. There was a plan. We get in there and float around for 10 minutes or so and make it as exciting, feed as many guys as we possibly can. And when it's time, have Hogan eliminate us. And he was grateful. He said he was. He said, thank you very much. You know, that was above and beyond. And we knew exactly what we were doing.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.